One of the things that I've learned as I've gone along setting is that one of the coaches had me laying down on my back and actually, at first catching the ball and then working on my release and trying to do it straight up and straight forward, and then actually setting it. And so understanding the difference between I'm catching, I have full control of the ball, and I'm just releasing and I keep it simple, and then actually speeding up the release and actually setting the ball and understanding how those two evolve and how they're similar. I think the release is a really important part of setting, and I think a lot of times we try to make it more complicated, and what this does is it simplifies it. It says it's just as simple as I catch and then release, and so if you just speed that up, if you go from one catch and release to actually setting and understand that it can just be one move, it's really helped to clean up my follow through and making things simpler. I've had a lot of coaches and a lot of people know that setting against the wall is a really good way to train setting, especially when you're by yourself and you don't have a lot of people that are helping you, and I think that's a great thing. But I think a lot of people start really close to the wall, and I think that becomes something they can do pretty easily. But gravity happens, and the weight of the ball is a little bit different. So if you back away from the wall a little bit, then you're getting kind of more of the active setting that is something that you can do by yourself. One of the reasons why I say backing away from the wall is advantageous is that it allows you to actually have to do the active setting. And so, when you're playing and when you're in a game, the ball is coming, from high, or it's also coming spinning, and so you really have to control the contact. When you're really close to the wall, you're not really in control, you're just kind of rebounding. And so when you back away, it makes it a lot more game-like, and it trains to have strength in your hands, and you can strengthen your release and your follow-through. So you can definitely start close to the wall and kind of get your touch and warm up your hands a little bit, and as you back off you can see how much more control over the release that you have to have, and so as you gradually move back you kind of get more into more of a quick release, and so you feel that strength and you feel the difference as you move back gradually.
This is a basic starting point for this concept. So Michelle's going to be alternating between front sets and back sets. Okay, trying to work on, same thing, keeping her positioning as neutral as possible until the contact. And then after she receives, then she'll snap back either direction, okay? So she's maintaining the ball right off of her forehead, okay, and just working on the wrists and hands through the ball. Go ahead. So she's going to start with, again, alternating between front and back, making sure that her hand contact is the same. Before she contacts the ball, she's getting that receive and then snap through the ball in each direction. And now with a little bit of movement from where the ball is coming in, she's doing the work before she contacts the ball so that her hand contact is at the same spot each time. Okay, now we're going to add with a jump. Okay, it's the same thing, she's trying to do the work before the ball gets to her, getting the ball in the same future position, hands go back, okay, really focusing on her posture. Our last part of the series is we're going to add movement, so now our setter is going to be moving to her left and the right. You guys can go ahead. Okay, so we're working on keeping that body position the same, setting, getting square to the outside, which is our partner in this. And then we're also introducing the concept of back setting at different angles, especially when you get pulled off the net and you get square to the outside. You're going to have to set that ball off your right ear. This ball off your left ear is only going to happen if you have to kind of get side set within a match, or if you set the back row D ball, you'd have to back set that ball off your left ear. Okay, so now we're doing the same thing, but we're adding jump. Okay, it's just trying to get square before she contacts the ball and then goes through.
A great way to begin developing a dominant left hand is to get the setters working against the wall and using one hand at a time to set. We emphasize keeping the ball high above the head and getting all 5 fingers on the ball instead of the palm. Next, we actually progress to attacking against the wall. We have them alternate hands for more control, but this is just another way for setters to become more comfortable using their left hand.
So nice. I will sit on the floor of the finger. You must take the ball and start to set only with the first 2 fingers. After you will go with the second 2 fingers, maybe 10 times for every finger. Like this. like this. Last one, and after coming back, only with finger. Not if you see, I'm not using the hand. I'm using only the finger. At the time like this, with only 2 fingers. So this 1, 2 first, this 1, 2, this 1, 2, and this 1, 2, and after coming my arm. So like this. Maybe after you will start to make closing your eyes and don't look, and only. This is good because you understand, for sure you listen, you feel the ball, because I'm not making like a spiking. I'm making the ball, it's going on my finger, and after I push the finger, so it's soft. My touch is soft because I don't need to be so strong, and I need to feel my sensation here. Difficult, you can start to like this. You can make 10 and after start again. And if you will be one day very good, you will make like this, and you will continue. After there is this one,